guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing this really cool abstract thing. It's animatable, so it's face offset. Over here you can change the face. I'll just turn to object mode so you can see it better. It's a bit laggy, but you can change that on the settings when you're doing the geometry nodes part. Yeah, so you can loop this. If you want, you just put pi times something at the end of the animation and put a linear over here. But okay, let's just have a look over here. This is the size of the geometry nodes group. But let's just open a new file. This time I'm going to keep the default cube, so don't worry. I won't delete it. Okay, I'll kind of delete it over here, but I won't. I don't know what I'm saying. But so we're just going to start by using an icosphere. So icosphere of one subdivision, and then we're going to add another icosphere. It's just a little bit better, so you can actually see what you're doing. So this is the size of the icosphere, and this is the size of our. So it's like the same. So we can put the radius like a little bit more, just a little bit. So we have a little bit of things between them. So we're just going to start over here by doing what is going to cause a lot of, maybe it'll cause a lot of things in your computer, but it's the subdivision mesh. So we're just going to go over here and see until how much we're going to add. I added 6 on my original file. That's the max. It's the most resolution you can get. Like, you can type more, but I think this is like the best number because it has a lot of subdivisions. Like, even 5 works, but I'll just leave it. I'll actually leave it at 5 so you can see better when I'm doing this stuff. It won't be that laggy for me. So I'm just going to bring this back and then delete geometry. So this is going to be the first delete geometry of many. We're just going to put that face, and then over here we deleted the geometry. So now the selection, we're actually going to put a wave texture and a color ramp over here, color ramp, so we can adjust. And don't forget the color ramp, it really helps. So as you can see, that's so little stuff over here. We can put like a 1, the scale. It's going to be a little bit bigger. But if you want to actually see it, you can bring this up. So it's actually good to hide it for now, so we can actually see what is happening over here. I didn't delete it, I just pressed H. So as you can see, you can press that little eye over here too. So on the scale, I think 1 is good, maybe 1.5 actually. Or that's not much, maybe. You can keep changing until you like it. And then for I like to put a little bit of distortion. A little bit, I mean like 15. It's actually the perfect number. I think I used 13 on the last one. That's the best value that I found. And I think it's actually going to be 1 over here. It looks better with less for me, in my opinion. So I like with like little things. I don't like it to be that big. So you can change with the color ramp. And as you can see, it's already looking kind of good. But now we're going to extrude the mesh. So this is we're just going to uncheck individual so it won't be that laggy. And as you can see, it's a lot of stuff. So we're just going to bring this down, so this value, until we get something that we like. I think that's good. And then we're going to flip. So we're just going to explain what is happening over here. So we're just going to flip this to get on the original mesh. So it will be facing inwards now. And then we're going to come over here and then join geometry with this one. And then we're just going to plug this right over here and put a merge by distance. By distance over here. So now it's better because underneath we can still see faces, and then it's kind of procedural still, so you can still change it. I will leave it as it was, so 0.04 and 4. That's what I just had. And then, so we already got a little bit going on. It's really simple, this one. Like, you can see for step by step. So we're just going to get the icosphere, subdivide the lid geometry according to the wave texture, and then do solidifying geometry nodes. That's how you do the solidify. And then now we're just going to make it kind of smooth. So we're just going to set shade smooth, but it's going to look horrible. So we're just going to subdivide over here. Subdivision surface. So it's going to look a little bit better, but still it will look kind of weird. So we're just going to finish the geometry nodes by adding something, and then we will go to the next thing. So over here on the scale, I'm just going to plug the face offset first, and then the scale, and then the distortion. That's what I did. So we already got the values over here. And so for the animation, you can just change it. So as you can see, it isn't liking that much right now, and that's because of two things. The thing that we're going to add next, and that I didn't subdivide once more. So as you can see over here now, it's a lot more laggy, but it looks better. I'm just going to still leave it at 5 for you guys. So now we're just going to add a new modifier, and this is going to be this move modifier. It didn't make any difference, as you can see. We're just going to go to layout right now. So on the repeat, we will need to repeat a lot. 30 already looks good, and as you can see, the face offset still doing okay. But what I did on the original one, I think it wasn't necessary. So, but you can put it up to 100 over here. So as you can see, it's looking a lot better. The face offset is lagging a little bit more, but because of the subdivision that I didn't do, and I think you shouldn't do it because it still looks way cool. Well, I don't know, it just looks good. But okay, that's it for the geometry nodes, but not for this tutorial. So we're just going to add this again, so the original one. And if you want, that's optional, but you can add a bevel. And I like to put a really little bevel, with at least 3. And then on the shading, we harden normals and then press a shade out of smooth. So this is the objects. And something that I did to position it is I got a cube over here, and then I move this and press shift, and then this one shift and bring it into the empty. Or you can just do like hold this 2 and then this one highlight it and press Ctrl P. But as you can see, now if we move this empty, it is going to actually move everything. So we can kind of rotate it a little bit, kind of random. And then I added the floor, so a big floor. It was really big. I don't know why I did like so big on the original one, but okay. So for the camera, I actually did the camera like for the tutorial, so it won't look that good if you do it like this, just for the render, because I did like this, so I could put the text over here. But you will probably want actually a square render, so over here you can just press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and now it's got a square value. This is the resolution on the X and then on the Y, so you can change this to even make it like a cell phone one. So something that you may want to do is actually put it orthographic. It looks good. And then you need to actually change from here now. And if you don't know the shortcuts that I'm using for the camera, I like to use Control Alt number pad 0. So Control Alt and the number pad 0, if you have a number pad. And so it will snap the camera to where you're looking. So I'll just do it really fast over here. So Control Alt number pad 0, and then over here. And I'll just press Ctrl+Z to make it bring it back. And then if I go on 0 and press G and then middle mouse click, well, it won't make any difference right now. But if I add another camera, just for the example, so this is the other camera. I press G and then this one. It is not on the orthographic, so that's why it's working. So G and then middle mouse click. So that's how it works. So this is the basic render. If you want it to look good, I prefer doing it in cycles, but Eevee is better for animations. I don't know what you prefer, but at least put an ambient occlusion on and stream space reflections. So I like to put that as cycles. And for the materials, I know it's not, I didn't made it, but real-time material is one of the best items that I ever got. So like, I think it's the best one because I use it in every single one of my renders. So I actually use the rubber, and then for the light, I used for the glass, I went over here in the glass and put the master glass. So it just looks so good on the renders. But if you want, you can, like, it doesn't need to be that quality, so you can just come over here to geometry node and then set the material. Don't forget to do this, and I'm just going to show you really fast material. So set material, and then this is going to be this material, which I'm going to call glass, and it's going to be really simple. I'm just going to put the roughness down, and then going to transmission and all the way up. The roughness, I think I'm actually going to put a 0.01 or something like this, really small one. No, at least that. So it will actually look better if you have lights. So I'm just going to uncheck those two. So we get the HDRI, which is the same one that's over there. And over here, for this, what I did, what you can do if you don't have real-time materials at all, you can just come over here, put the roughness kind of up or down, maybe up, and then really black. You can even add a noise texture to kind of disturb the roughness, so color ramp, so over here, and then you can add the noise texture. So you can change the two values, so if you don't want like the black, which is really translucent, is like the most translucent that you can get right here. So you can put, I kind of like this, it looks good. So now we got the noise, and then we got this, and then the background is just white. So that's kind of it. So if you want to add a little bit of color, make sure you don't bring it all the way up and down. If you want, you can, but I like to put like kind of up over here. And yeah, it's looking good. So if you look on Eevee, it will look really weird. So what you have to do is come to backface curry, and then screen space reflection and alpha blend on settings. So it should work. And then show backface, don't choose that. Yeah, I always forget which one is alpha clip or alpha hash. I don't. It's one of them, and one of them is going to make everything translucent. It doesn't look as good in Eevee, but okay, I think it's really long, this tutorial right now. Yeah, 13 minutes, that's good time. But if you want to have a look again at the geometry nodes, here it is. So, everything over here. Oh, yeah. So this is how to make this really good real animation. And thank you for all of my patrons. You guys are the best. And I hope that anyone that is watching this video goes to my Patreon, because there's really good tutorials right now. And I am trying to upload way more than I did before. So it's going to have a lot more tutorials. So if you want, you can go there, or not, you can subscribe. It will help a lot too. I just reached 1,000 subscribers, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in the next video.